exactly how to win a hole shot at the end of this video. So don't stop watching, and please subscribe, smash like button, do YouTube stuff. Thank you. This is a perfect day for cross, really. Hey race fan, Brian Davis races, and you can too. Today we are in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, racing cyclocross, and I'm in good shape. My weight's good, fitness is good, like everything's going really well. It's just my desire to get up and go to races is dwindling, so I think I'm ready for an off season after this race. So, you know, that'll happen. You're gonna get that. But today we're gonna race the crap out of a bike. All right, we're going to talk about practice, because in order to win hole shots, you have to practice. Now, somebody called me out on the term hole shot. Hole shot really means who's the first person to the first corner pinch point, and that's what we're going to talk about, not necessarily how I started. So I agree with this person's analysis that I've been misusing the term, so I apologize. But here's me practicing, and here's me racing. Woo, so fast, so very fast. Here's the hole shot. Now, of course, GoPro sucks. If you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know that GoPro sucks. So GoPro, somehow operator error, left it in time lapse. So my first lap, actually this entire first race of the Masters 1, 2, 3 category was in time lapse. So that made the footage basically unusable. So I'm only going to talk about the hole shot, where I took it. I took it from Ben. Ben is tall, and I took it from tall Ben. And here's Ben trying to track me down, and I don't really like that, and I don't appreciate it, and I wish Ben would stop it. Just knock it off. Well, and actually all those guys behind him, I don't know why they wouldn't follow me either. I'm trying to win the race, and everybody's getting all uppity about it, and they don't want me to win the race, but I want to win the race, so they're going to follow me all the way through this. But it's a great course. The first half is a great course. The second half, I don't love. Hopefully they can do some stuff with that. It's just too bumpy. I can't stand it. So here's something I don't practice, and there I suffer the consequence. So here I get off my dismount, and like 4 hours later, I get back on the bike, and by then, 1.5 person had passed me. I was able to get back in front of that person whose name escapes me at the moment, but here we are in time lapse going over the barriers very, very carefully and slowly, and Ben takes that spot. Ooh, very rude, but that's okay. And I feel like I'm gonna let Ben show me to the promised land, because Ben wins a lot of races. Maybe Ben and I can get like second, third, fourth place. No, that didn't work out. I got, I don't know, like mid-pack as usual in the end. But here's something I screwed up. First real big swooping, not really first turn, but big swooping turn. I didn't practice that enough in pre-ride, and I went like totally off the rails. What I should have done is gone really like through this tree in order to make that turn tighter. Now here we're gonna see the rear view. Should have really hugged this tree, like just smack those branches, and then I would have had a much tighter turn. And who cares if you hit a branch? No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. But I didn't do that. And then I lost 2 spots. And now I'm in 4th place. And we're about to go down this really cool gravel section that's going to lead to like a little bit of back and forth, switchy backy stuff, and then onto the beach. And that will conclude the cool half of the course. And then the second half of the course is super bumpy. Cool course overall. I really like the course. I would definitely race there again, but I would never race there back to back, because I need at least a week or two to recover from the mental strain of being knocked around on this park. It's like, I don't think there's anything but groundhogs in this park. So anyway, this beach thing is really cool. It's really cyclocrossy. Feels very Belgian. I feel Belgian when I go through this race course. I raced here years and years and years ago, but I haven't been here in a long time. Actually, the race hasn't occurred in a long time. So it's a really neat course. It's a lot of fun. Now watch this dude. This dude behind me from Manitowoc. He's got somewhere to be. I don't know. He wants to get there much sooner than I do. All right, so that's pretty much how the race goes in the Masters 1, 2, 3 category. Here's the bumpy part. Bumpy part. All right, I'm going to just give you the quick hole shot on the Cat 3s, and I'm going to show you how you too can win a race. So be sure to stay tuned to this video till the end. Not win a race, sorry. You're going to win the hole shot. That's why I'm going to show you how to win the hole shot. And I have to say, my new bike has a lot to do with it. My old bike was Di2. Just not the best for cross. My new bike is SRAM 1x 11 speed, 12, I don't even know how many speeds, but the actuation of the shifting is significantly better. All right, here's the Cat 3 hole shot. Now, listen, they think I didn't get it. You're wrong. I'm gonna let you listen.
And the Cat 3s are on. Rob Rindle is starting to get the hole shot. No, he does not. And Brian Davis, I think he got the whole shot in the last race, too.
right, Paul. You right. I got that whole shot last race. You're right, Paul. You're right. This race was a lot of fun. I just kind of blazed to the front and just smoked one lap way off the front, and then I blew up and went to my car and drove home. I race different, guys. I race different. It was a good break, but now I'm going to show you how to win a whole shot. Let's go. Race fam, it is cold. It is now the day after Christmas when I'm filming this video and giving you these tips on hole shots. So you won't be able to use them for a while, but it's cold. So I'm going to do this from the comfort of the third stall. Wait for it. There. The comfort of the third stall. The third stall is really messy, but it's going to be effective for our purposes. Make sure you have a really cool bike. That's very important. It's a cool bike. It's so pretty. I believe that's patina still from Sheboygan the last time I raced. Beautiful Spinergy wheels, cush cores inside those bad boys, ready to race. Here's my old bike, Di2 shifting. Very, very small lever action. Very small. It's really hard to shift up, especially when you have gloves on. Very difficult, although pretty bike, very pretty. More Spinergy wheels. Okay, part of the practice sessions was to figure out what gearing is right for me for takeoffs, depending on wet, dry, grass, mud, concrete. You want to kind of figure that out and make a mental note of where your gearing needs to be for you to have a solid takeoff. One by, very important. Love the one by, love it, absolutely love it. Okay, now look at that paddle. That's a big boy, lots of meat on that paddle. Ready for shifting, big boy? Yes, you are. You're the big boy. You're the big boy for the shifting. Okay, here we are in, part of the practice sessions too was where do I like to have the gear? Which leg do I like to lead with? So just figuring out the mechanics of these details bit by bit by bit. Really helpful in the end. And I only did a few sessions of the practice, but Lars van der Hole shot gets real low, and I'm like, well, if that guy wins all the hole shots, I'm gonna do the same thing. And let's see how it compares. So here's the old way I used to do it, up on the hoods. Now, what's interesting, when I watch the World Tour, a lot of those guys take off on the hoods and not in the drops. I don't really understand why, but I find it's much faster to go in the drops, get a big arch in your back, and you too can be a champion. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you guys in 2023.